Hello there, I am Dylan Somerville, and I am back to tell you that it's near the end of June, so I'm making my special end of month video. So, let's get started. I'm going to be talking about, do these glasses make me look smarter? They don't have anything in them. Nah, I can't pull off that look. So, I'm going to be making my very first theory, y'all. So, it's going to be about one of my favorite movie series, or movies in general. The Pixar series. It is going to be based off of the Pixar theory, which I hope you know is made by John Negroni. He is one of the best theorizers that I've ever met. Now, obviously, you need to give him a lot of thanks for even coming up with this whole thing. He was looking at Easter eggs and thought, hey, what if all of the Pixar movies are in the same universe? I mean, it would make a lot of sense. There's tons of Easter eggs from other movies, like Incredibles in Ratatouille, or Toy Story in Coco, if you didn't see that. Then there's also A Bug's Life and Toy Story and all of those mixing things, and it all comes back to the witch from Brave. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna have to give you a little spoiler alert because I'm pretty sure I might have spoiled a few things, maybe one or two things. But the biggest thing is that Boo from Monsters, Inc. is the witch from Brave. Yes. Now, here is an overlook about all of the movies. The first movie that comes out is The Good Dinosaur. It starts the whole theory. Now, The Good Dinosaur came out after the theory was first produced or created, so The Good Dinosaur actually gives a new beginning, because previously it was Brave that started the theory. But now that The Good Dinosaur is there, it kind of gives a new look about how the theory is started. It kind of tells the tale of how the Pixar theory starts, or how the Pixar universe starts. So, it talks about how, what if the asteroid missed? That is exactly what the Pixar theory is talking about. If the asteroid missed, that is how the Pixar theory starts. Then it is Brave which actually introduces the most important character, the witch, or Mary Gibbs, if you didn't know, who is Boo. 3 names that the witch has gotten, or Boo, or Mary Gibbs. Yes. Anyways, the next is Ratatouille, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory. So, those 3 movies are about animals, and I'm not going to be giving too much about it because I really want to get to my own theory. I don't want to actually take credit for all this. Next is Up, The Incredibles, Incredibles 2, and then the Toy Story series of Toy Story, Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3. Then Toy Story 4, I'm pretty sure, is going to be coming after that, or before Toy Story, depending on what it's about. So that is going to be coming out next year, though. Next is Inside Out and Coco, which I'm not entirely sure which came first. It's kind of like the chicken and the egg, because they both kind of have the same idea. Like, both of them give each other some interesting things, like how things can get forgotten. Like, Hector's friend from Coco, it kind of looks like he got forgotten, the same way that Bing Bong from Inside Out got forgotten. Anyways, next is Cars. Cars 2, Cars 3, WALL-E, A Bug's Life, Monsters University, and finally Monsters, Inc., which is way in the future. Now, I would like to finally get to my theory, but I need to go back to Brave. Now, as you know, the witch from Brave is also Boo from Monsters, Inc. So, the witch from Brave actually herself states, it's not unknown for wood to have magical properties. I pulled off a great witch's voice there. Yes. Going back, it's not unknown for wood to have magical properties. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that the doors from Monsters, Inc. and Monsters University aren't time-traveling doors, because there's actual written evidence that they are time-traveling doors. I mean, they have an actual grid about showing the world map. And also, there are dates on the paperwork that Mike Wazowski hands to Roz. Yes, I'm very sad and sorry that I don't have any archival footage. Yeah, I'm not very good with technology, so just hang in there. Now, I would like to tell you about the wood from Brave. Now, there is one scene where the witch from Brave steps out of her house, snaps her fingers or whatever, uses some magic thing, walks back in, and it's her witch's chamber. That kind of sounds like teleportation or dimensional traveling to me. But, think about it. Magical properties. And then there's also the wood factor. And also, wood actually has a pretty good history with magic. I mean, wands are originally made out of wood. And they're used to cast spells. Then there's also the Vanishing Cabinet in Harry Potter. And also the Whomping Willow, which is able to come to life. And it's a tree. Yes. Also, there's also the whole Pinocchio and how he's able to come to life even though he's made out of wood. But that kind of has a little bit to do with the fairy godmother, or the fairy who brings him to life. But still, he's made out of wood, so that kind of seems like the witch from Pinocchio was able to have a bit of a place to start from. Kind of like how the witch from Brave was able to start. Find any similarities? Then also from the Chronicles of Narnia, there's the wardrobe from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That, I think, is my best option to try to discover how the witch from Brave is able to transport herself to another place. The wardrobe, if you don't know, was made from a tree from Narnia. Yes, it's about an apple that grew from there, or the apple was brought from Narnia to the actual world, which was actually eaten. Then a tree grew because he threw the core out, who is from the magician's nephew. Then, at the end of the magician's nephew, yes, he made the wardrobe. The tree is turned into the wardrobe. Yes. And I believe that is why the wardrobe is able to teleport to Narnia. There's a connection from the wardrobe to Narnia. Maybe it's the same thing with the door. I mean, in Narnia, the wardrobe doesn't actually always go to Narnia. Maybe it's the same thing with the doors, because it doesn't always teleport to her witch's chamber. It's usually just her wood shop. So it wouldn't make too much sense if... I don't really have to tell you anything more. I'm just rambling on right now. So, in conclusion, the wood from Monsters, Inc. and the wood from Brave are actually magical wood, but only the witch from Brave is able to use magical parts. And she's also able to time travel, as shown from when she actually says, like, she's not there, she's somewhere else in time, probably, mainly because of, like, where she is. I'm pretty sure she's time traveling, if you know what I mean, from where she goes. So, in Monsters, Inc., they're only able to time travel, though, because if they were able to teleport to dimensions, then they wouldn't have an energy crisis. They would be able to have unlimited amount if they kept going into a dimension and then go to a different dimension. But if they have to time travel to a parallel time in the Pixar universe, then eventually they will run out of power when the humans leave on the Axiom. From WALL-E. Yes, that is also a big part of the theory, but that is why the monsters need this energy. They need to get so much energy. Then also they go to laugh energy, which is much greater. And I'm going off topic. Just to recap, the witch is able to use the teleporting magic from the wood. Monsters are only able to figure out the time traveling. Now, Boo, also, actually people think that she's a super baby, because she actually has teleportation powers in Monsters, Inc. you just need to watch it. She does actually a lot of appearing one place and appearing somewhere else. So, I also need to give a great shout out to not just John Negroni, but to 2 other Pixar-related channels. I know they don't just do Pixar videos, though. They also do some Harry Potter and Star Wars here and there. But they're not just focused on Pixar, though. They are the Super Carlin Brothers and Seamus Gordon. You should definitely check out their channels. I almost watch every video that they come up with. They are geniuses. All 3 of them, even though there's 2 channels. Anyways, I have to say goodbye. Like this video, and I'm going to be making some more theory videos, so stay tuned, and bye.